What is going on, everybody? Anon here, and I only have a couple minutes for a video today. It's been a little hectic this week, but two main topics. Has anybody seen Stellar Crown booster boxes lately? Market price of $325. Surging Sparks boxes are back at $265 market. So Stellar Crown booster boxes have significantly outperformed Surging Sparks, and I say that for two reasons. First of which is the amount of shit I took from random PokeTubers when I sold Surging Sparks and I bought Stellar Crown. But I think more importantly, it really leads credence to the fact that sets that are underprinted tend to outperform, not necessarily because the sets are popular, but because the supply side of the equation is exponentially better than, for example, what it is for Surging Sparks. And when Surging Sparks came out, it was quite possibly the best set or the second best set, depending, of the Scarlet and Violet generation. And then, obviously, Destin came out. Destin's a superior set. I don't think anybody's going to disagree. But then they reprinted a lot of booster boxes of Surging. And they went through distribution. They went through vending machines. And it got to the point where people don't like the product as much because it's readily available. So the Pokemon Company in this situation basically used human nature, FOMO, to their benefit to push down the price of the product. But when you start looking at Perfect Order, now I don't think Chaos Rising is going to be this way, potentially Pitch Black, who the hell knows. Look at Stellar Crown. Look at the price of Stellar Crown booster boxes and how quickly they're moving up. And you have the Bulbasaur, you have the Squirtle, and you have the Terapagos. It's like got bought out to $100, so it's almost back to where it was when the set released. So just word to the wise, don't always listen to the talking heads. They may sound like they know what to talk about. Quite honestly, you're basically throwing a dart at a dartboard, especially when it comes to all these different sets, because people don't understand the disparity in supply in this stuff. So speaking of disparity in supply, has anybody been paying attention to Gundam card game? Holy shit. GD01. And I've been very, very outspoken about this. I made a video early on that these booster boxes are going to be $500. It's just a matter of time. So let's go in here. Let's eliminate all the pictures. These booster boxes, there's two sellers here, 27 boxes for $350, and then the boxes go right to $400. This set is not even a year old. And you can just look at, you have the normal dump, everything's sitting in here, and then all of a sudden it dries up and things go straight to the moon. This is what we're seeing happen with OP14, Azure C7 for Bandai, or for One Piece. I think we're going to see this sooner rather than later for Steel Requiem, which is GD03. I highly recommend, if you're interested, buying that set during the Mayhem sale on 5/29 is not the worst move in the world. And again, you have 5,700 boxes selling on the platform here, and then it dries up. So for those of you who listen to Rudy, who shits on Gundam all the time, quite honestly, it's just because he can't get it. You have to be organized play to get any kind of significant amount. In fact, he's shit on a lot of Bandai games, and I think now he's just shitting on Alliance because under new ownership, he's not getting the preferential treatment he's gotten in the past. Whether that's right or wrong, you agree, disagree, not really the point here. But this set is going nuts because collectors love the cards, investors are buying the cards, and the player base is growing. And quite honestly, I don't know that this is on anybody's radar. I've been socking cases of this away, and quite honestly, people disagreed with me. But this is just the way that Bandai games are going right now. There's 69 boxes left on the market for a game that's less than a year old. It's not going to get reprinted. I've already spoken to the Bandai folks who run the game. They have no interest in reprinting it. Now we're going to most likely get some reprints in EBO1 coming out. But we get the specialty set coming out here in June, July. We get GD05, which is the anniversary set coming out here. I think it's July, August, something like that. These boxes are going to be $500 to $1,000, and it just is what it is. And then you have GD02, which is not as good as GD03. GD03 is a set to play. So anyway, just wanted to bring that to people's attention because I know there's very, very few people paying attention, and you're only. By the way, just real quick, in the last month, it's sold 133 boxes. It's still selling 4 per day, and we have a lot of spikes on the weekends. And you take out the Mondays, the Tuesdays, you're probably selling 6, 7 boxes a day. This is what you have until you get to $400. And this RR Precon guy has been walking his box price up. Quite honestly, he walks it up to $400. It's there. It's going there. And there's nothing to keep it from getting there. So anyway, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and keep an open mind. Just because there's a bunch of obnoxious folks on YouTube saying things are one way or the other, it's not always necessarily the case. So keep an open mind. Look at stuff like this, and I think more often than not, you'll be rewarded.